ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਥ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਮੰਡੇ ਟੂ ਫਰਾਈਡੇ ਸਵੇਰੇ 8 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 9 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ, ਮੰਡੇ ਟੂ ਥਰਸਡੇ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ 10 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 11 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ, ਅਤੇ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਨੂੰ 2 ਵਾਰੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਦੁਪਹਿਰ 2 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 3 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਅਤੇ ਰਾਤ 8 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 9 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਇਲਾਵਾ ਵਿਜ਼ਨ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹਰ ਸੈਟਰਡੇ ਨੂੰ 1 ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ 1:30 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਮਹੱਤਵਪੂਰਨ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ 14 ਮਈ ਨੂੰ BC ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਦੀ ਘੋਸ਼ਣਾ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਉਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰ ਜੋ ਹਨ ਕੰਪੇਨਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਨ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਾਂਗੇ ਸਰੀ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਟਿੰਬਰਸ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸੂ ਹੈਮਲ NDP ਦੀ ਤਰਫ ਤੋਂ ਉਮੀਦਵਾਰ ਹਨ। ਕਿਹੜੇ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਇਹ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਕੀ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਇਹ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ MLA ਚੁਣੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਉਹ ਮੁੱਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਸਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੋਲਵ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਸਵਾਗਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸੂ ਹੈਮਲ ਦਾ। ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ।
Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure having you. So, Sue, as always, you have been a long time MLA and you know the nitty-gritties of politics, what's happening. So what's different in this particular election? Because the Liberals are putting a lot of emphasis once again that this is going to be a life-changing election kind of thing. This is what is being projected. So with your experience in politics, how do you rate this particular election?
Oh, I do think it will be a life-changing election for the Liberals. I think that they, that they will find this election as difficult as any that they have ever campaigned in. And I do expect that they will, the electorate is going to hold them account for some of their promises and some of the things that they have done over the last number of years. And what I'm hearing very strongly from the people that I'm talking to is they think it's time for a change. And that is an overwhelming sentiment on the doorstep.
Right.
That people think that the Liberals are done, right? They're tired. They're more into issues of themselves rather than governing for the people.
Right.
And they are really looking for change, and they're looking for new people just with new ideas, new energy to just come in and focus on their needs rather than the internal politics that I think the Liberals have become consumed with over time. And I think they're ready for a change.
You are contesting from the same riding where you have been an MLA, and the issues which have been brought forward by the public in your offices. What about now when you're going and talking to the people, door knocking and interacting with them personally? So are the issues the same or something new has come?
No, the issues are the same. And the issues are all about families being able to meet ends meet, to make ends meet, right? To make sure that they have enough money to deal with the daily issues, with food, clothing, ensuring their kids are going to school, they're getting a good education, and just the pressure of earning a living and supporting your family. Many people in my community are working 2 jobs, 1.5, 2 jobs. They're putting jobs together to make things work. They often work long hours. They work minimum wage, oftentimes unprotected in the larger scheme of things. And I think it's tough. I think it's really tough. And, over the last 12 years, things have not gotten better for regular people. The MSP premiums have gone up constantly. There's extra fees and expenses, even to the point of the Port Mann Bridge and ferry fees going up. Just everything seems to be rising.
Right.
And people's wages seem to be suppressed and not growing with the time. And clearly, to me, it's about the economy. They want a government that hears them.
Right.
That says we're hurting, and we need you to understand that we are hurting. We have the highest rate of child poverty when you average it out in British Columbia, and people don't want that because even though children are poor, their families are poor. That's what we're really saying is their families are poor. But in a province like ours, it is as abundant in terms of resources. What the people in my community are saying is things are not getting better. They're getting worse, and we need someone with fresh ideas that are going to come in and have different priorities and look at the future for me and my family.
Right. Now, this is a voice which is being raised all across British Columbia.
It is.
And specifically when we talk about Surrey Green Timbers, are there any particular things which are peculiar or different from what is being talked in British Columbia?
No, I just reflect on the last week of door knocking and the times I've been door knocking before. I do think I have a very strong immigrant community,
right,
and a very strong South Asian community, Filipino, and those are the messages I'm hearing from those communities. They want to change, and they want a government that isn't playing politics,
right,
but is really getting down to the nitty-gritty. And one of the things that I hear is post-secondary education. Many people want to move their children further than they came, right? They want to take them that next step. They want to see them successful, either through a trade or through a higher level of education. Like I've met people who are really struggling to make sure their kids can go to university.
Right.
And we had a very strong program that was a needs-based grant program that was eliminated. So that is when you need a grant to continue.
Right.
If I had to go to university now, under the circumstances that I went to university, I wouldn't be able to go.
That's right. Things have changed quite a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Two reasons. One is it's more expensive.
Right.
And even at that time I had a loan, but it wasn't insurmountable, right? And the other is the lack of access.
Right.
Like, you have to have a very high grade point average to even get into a number of courses.
Right.
And I remember standing with one of the vice presidents of SFU, and the both of us were talking, and we're saying, in today's grade point average, neither of us would have gotten into university. And here he was,
right,
the VP, and I was an MLA, right? So these things make it more difficult for our kids to move into the roles that they should be playing, and then what we do is not have those jobs for BC kids.
Right. So briefly, if I might touch, you being an MLA for a long period and a veteran politician, during the past time, what kind of issues were brought forward and you took the initiative to get them solved?
Well, a lot. I can say that in my constituency, there's been two consistent demands. One is, well, there's actually been three, but one is healthcare and Surrey Memorial. We are seeing a huge construction but we are seeing construction that should be opening. We put pressure on that. It's too long coming, but it is coming.
Right.
We should not be selling the property on Number 10 Highway that belongs to the healthcare, because that's for the future.
Right.
So healthcare. Second is education.
Right.
So not only post-secondary and skills training, but K to 12. People are very, very upset that the classrooms are, their classrooms their kids go to, there's more kids in them, and there's more kids with special needs, and there's more of those in a classroom, and the class sizes are higher. Those are issues that the parents talk to me about education.
Okay, and also, as I said, you have been a veteran politician. You have raised many times women issues, women rights issues, and domestic violence cases have been looked into by your office. Towards the end, this program, which is watched mostly by every South Asian, what would be your message to them, and why should they vote for you?
Oh, I think they should vote for me because I'm part of a team that is going to bring new energy and new vision to the province. We are very clear. We are going to tell people what we're going to do. We're going to tell them how we're going to do it, and we're going to tell them how we're going to pay for it.
Right.
So we are going to do politics in a new way. Adrian Dix has been very, very clear. The politics of personal attacks are gone as far as he's concerned and his team are concerned. We know that people want to hear about the issues. They don't want to hear a personal attack on another person. We assume everybody's doing what they want or what they think is best, and we don't need to engage in that personal attack.
Right.
So we are going to bring new energy and a new vision to British Columbia, and I'm going to be part of a very exciting team, and I'm going to enjoy providing what energy and experience that I have that I can bring to the table by being around for a number of years.
Wonderful. Congratulations for being an outspoken leader, and best wishes for May the 14th. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.